What's up, everybody? Welcome to Better Home Bartending. My name's Dakota Bryant, and today we're in my kitchen. This is the show where we use standard home appliances and really basic bar tools to create great tasting cocktails. Today we're going to be making one of the world's most famous cocktails, the original porch pounder, the Aperol Spritz. Let's get our tools and ingredients ready to make this great tasting cocktail. Now when it comes to the tools for building your Aperol Spritz, it's really simple. We need two things: a jigger for measuring our ingredients, then a bar spoon or a regular spoon. If you don't have a bar spoon, use a chopstick. What's that? You don't have a bar spoon or a chopstick? Use a butter knife. It really doesn't matter. Just find something to stir your cocktail with. Now let's go to our ingredients. Now the Aperol Spritz is only a 3-ingredient cocktail. The first thing we're going to want to grab is our Prosecco. When making your Aperol Spritz, it's best to use a DOC or DOCG regulated Prosecco. This one came in for about $12 at my local liquor store. For our next ingredient, we're going to want to grab soda water or sparkling mineral water. Then the most important thing is going to be our Aperol. Now that we have our ingredients ready, let's talk about Apéritifs. When explaining Apéritifs, I always like to start in France during the 1800s with a doctor named Joseph Dubonnet. He's working on a way to fight malaria, and he creates a potion that's really bitter and hard to drink, but with the addition of spices and herbs, it cuts the flavor of quinine and becomes very palatable. Then in the 1900s, Apéritifs take off. They explode, and they're found all across Europe at almost every cafe. Apéritifs can really open up your appetite and help with digestion. I like to think of them as a liquid appetizer, and they're most commonly drank before a long meal or a very big day of social drinking. They come in at a very low ABV, so they're very stimulating and really refreshing. So after that very brief explanation of Apéritifs, let's get into our Aperol Spritz. So a good case for the Aperol Spritz is it got its start by mixing wine and water. Then gradually over the years, fortified wines and liquor with sparkling water just to help lift it a little bit. In the 1900s, brothers Luigi and Silvio Barbieri inherit their father's liquor company, and boom, you got it. Aperol, the beautiful bittersweet and sweet orange liqueur with hints of rhubarb. It wasn't until the 1950s the original recipe for the Aperol Spritz was released. Today, at home, let's start building our Aperol Spritz. First, we're going to start with a large stemmed wine glass. Then we're going to add 2 ounces of Aperol to our jigger. Now the Aperol is going to go straight into the wine glass. Next, it's time for our Prosecco. So it calls for 3 ounces of Prosecco. My jigger is only 2 ounces, so we're going to do 2 measurements. First, 2 ounces, straight in, then we're going to do 1 more ounce. Next, we're going to add 1 ounce of soda water straight into the wine glass. This is going to act as our dilution, and it's very effervescent. It's going to bring the drink up and help lift it. Next, we're going to gently add our ice to our wine glass. You don't want to agitate the bubbles from the Prosecco and the soda water too much. Now, it's time to stir. Now when stirring the cocktail, it's really important to stir it only about 2 to 3 rotations. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that's all you need. So for our garnish, we're just going to cut 1 orange wheel and place it in the glass. And that's going to go straight inside. Now that we're done building our Aperol Spritz, it's time to enjoy this Italian classic. It's just so good, so refreshing. Here in Florida, it's spring and we're rounding the corner, entering summer soon. This is definitely something I drink for the next few months.